Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're all well. Excuse my very sunburnt face. I didn't put sun cream on, which is very naughty. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with the neck exercises. Could you also grab some baked beans or something that, if you want to go heavier, could grab something a little bit more for the arms. If you've got weights, just go and get some weights. That'd be fab. We're just going to do some arm exercises and make it a little bit harder using something extra at the end of our limbs. Rubber band, just going to do some stretches near the end. So first of all, let's lie down. Let's put the ball underneath the head and then pop the ball so it's right under the back of the head, neck's nice and free, and then we're going to just do some side to side to start with. Let's do one more of these each way. Just keep thinking of that nose going straight across the ceiling over to the other side, and then back, and then over. And then coming into the center, let's tuck the chin. So tuck the chin to the chest and then release. And tuck the chin to the chest, release. And just keep nodding the chin with the nice relaxed face the whole time. Keep the arms still relaxed. Let's just do two more. And then head in the middle, and we'll do some circles. So nice tiny, tiny ones. No bigger than a 10 pence, like you know. And 5 each way. And then we'll go back the other way and do 5 small back. And then going again back the other way, remember nice and large and open as much as you want. Take a big open in that chin and neck. Keep it small if you feel that your neck is just a little too stiff to do this. And again, 5 each way. And then going back the other way, let's reverse it. And finish up. And then taking that out, we're going to put the ball underneath the feet. So we're going to do one at a time. So find your cushion, put that underneath your head. So one leg at a time. We're going to do some leg slides just to warm up these legs. So remember, this one you want to have the foot as lightly as possible on top of the ball, and you're going to straighten your leg. Your leg will move up along, or the ball will move up along the leg, and you're going to go to the point where your hip is still in line with your knee. Your knee doesn't go into that locked position. And then as you come back, you're going to flex your foot and you're going to pull the ball back to the start position, and then you're going to switch to the other side. So lightly as possible, you're barely touching the ball, and your tummy hopefully automatically will switch on because your leg is trying so hard not to sort of drop itself onto the ball. Your tummy just has to squeeze itself to support that hip area for you while you do the legs. And you're going to keep switching, so just make sure again, light feet, you're pushing the ball away, you're keeping your legs straight but not locking it. And as you come back, you want to make sure that your foot stays flexed, and you're going to make sure the toes stay in line with your knee, and then you switch again. So the whole point of this exercise is you're trying to make the hip, knee and ankle joints stay in alignment. So lots of us have little tricks where or just over time, we begin to walk with our feet in or we walk with our feet out. And this is just to nudge it and correct them so that they go basically in the right direction, hopefully. So just have a peek if you need to. If you feel like you're going to the side, you can always have a look and see if your foot is facing to the ceiling. If it's not, then you need to just twist it so that it's back in a nice straight line. I'm just going to make this one the last one. So again, lengthen the leg away, and then coming back again, you're barely touching that ball. And then coming back, we're going to put the 2 feet on top, so much harder on the tummy. So you can always go back to doing one leg at a time if this doesn't feel comfortable on the tummy or the lower back. So you're going to take both your legs away, so you go all the way. If you can't straighten your legs, it doesn't matter. I find it very difficult to straighten my legs without dropping all the weight on top of the ball. So just again, still very, very light feet. And then again, slowly pushing the ball away. Only so far. Remember, you want to keep the rest of your body perfectly still. So don't come to this point where you think, oh, I'm going to straighten my legs more, and then lift your back or your chest off the floor. Keep that very, very still. I'm going to do 3 more like this. So you can always put your hands on your tummy so you can feel what's going on. And back. We're going to do 2 more. So again, nice deep breath in. Take the weight off those feet and push that ball away. And back. Once more. Nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, push the ball away. And bring it back. And then take the feet off. Pop the ball out of the way. And then we're going to just bring our hands and perfect. We're going to do those. So grabbing your cans wherever they are. Oh, mine's got some flour on that one. Let's stuck to it. Okay, right. So making sure you want to check your 6 spots. So you've got level hips, lower back gap is present, shoulders and ribs are nice and heavy, and so is the back of your head. Feet hip distance apart. We're going to lift the arms up to the ceiling, and we're just going to take a nice little circle to start with, just to warm them up. So remember, keeping your rib cage still, you're not going to let these arms go to the floor and arch your spine. Spine stays still, and then you're going to take these arms out to the side. Keep the arms straight, not locked, and then return back to your hips again. And then make sure everything's out of your way. So again, lift up. Don't move your rib cage, don't arch your back. And then you take your arms to the side. Keep everything on in the torso, nice and still. And then back. And again, so lifting up. So for me, I feel this in my biceps and my triceps, but I can also feel a lovely stretch because there's that extra weight at the end of my arms. I can feel it quite across my chest as well. So again, lifting up and back. And then again, ribs still, don't arch your back. All the way around. And then back. 2 more, lifting up. Arms go back. And then gently taking it out to the side. All the way around and then back. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to take the arms out to the side. So we're going to bring the arms up. We're going to bring so the cans face each other. And we're going to take the arms all the way out to the side, basically to touch the floor, but you're going to stop them before they touch. And then you come back, and they're going to do a little cling. Well, mine didn't, they did a bop. And then go back out again. So you've just got a nice soft elbow. It's not bent, but you're not locking the elbow because you've got that extra weight at the end of your hands. I'm just going to go out. So try and keep the arms in line with your chest if you can. They're not going beyond your head, or they're not going below towards your rib cage. And then back up. I'm just going to go for 4 more. So enjoy the stretch. If you're getting one, I'm getting one in my armpits quite a lot. And then open out. If you're getting clicking shoulders, that's okay. It's just that it's probably quite tight there. So there's a little air bubble stuck in the muscle. And then back. 2 more. And then back. It's a very simple exercise, but it is so good to move the shoulders in different directions that you wouldn't usually do in your day-to-day activities or anything like that, and then bringing them down. So what we're going to do next is a little harder. So we're going to take one of the legs up to the ceiling, and we're going to straighten the leg. We're going to take the arm up to the sky that is the opposite. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a nice deep breath in, we're going to reach up, and we're going to reach the can up, bring it behind, bring it down. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So you're going to lengthen the leg up. You're going to lift your arm up with the can. You're going to lift your head up. You're going to reach the can to the foot. You can take your arm back, pop your foot down, bring it back down. And then again, so we're going to lift up, lift the can up, lengthen the leg. We're going to take it up towards the foot. Bring it back. Arm goes behind, arm goes down. The arm comes up, the leg does. The leg straightens. You then reach your head and neck up, reach the can to the foot. The arm goes behind your head, the foot goes down, and then the leg goes back. We're going to do one more like this, and we're going to do it slightly harder, which is the actual exercise. This is a sort of build up to it. And again, you're going to lift up and back. Arm goes behind, and then the arm goes down. So what we're going to do now is we're going to straighten both the legs. So a little harder. Go and do this one at the one before that we've just done if this is too tricky. So you're going to take both your arms just behind your, just in front of your nose. And what we're going to do is we're going to do opposite. So we're going to do curl ups. We're going to try and touch the hand and try and touch the toe. So you're going to lift your head up and you're going to tap, bring your head down. You're going to do the opposite. You're going to reach your head up, tap, bring it back. Lift your leg, reach your arm, bring it back. Reach and back. Reach, bring it back. Reach, bring it back. Reach, bring it back. Reach, bring it back. Two more. One, two. Last one. Two. And arms down, and put your weights down. Hopefully around the rib cage you might feel that one, and then just have a little stretch from that one if you want to. I'm just going to give my knees a hug. If you want to, you can also do the one where you straighten your arms along the floor. Pull yourself apart. And then pop your cans out of the way. And then what we're going to do is move on from there, and we're going to just pop the hands. Actually, I think we might do this with the ball. Actually, I'd rather do it with the ball. So we're going to put the ball next, underneath, in between your bottom and your lower back. So make sure it's there. Comfortable, it's not one-sided. Feet go hip distance apart. Relax your arms. You can hold on to your ball if you want to. You're going to bring your knees up, and we're going to lengthen the legs. So from here, you can do one of two. You can do the harder version, which is doing both the legs at the same time, or you're going to alternate the legs. So it's completely your decision what you do. So I'll start by doing the easier one. So if anyone wants to do the easier one, just going to alternate the leg. You're going to lengthen the leg down, bring it back up. The aim is to keep completely still on your blue ball. You're not wobbling around. If you want to stretch the leg, you flex your toes to the ceiling as it goes down. You bring it back up. You flex your foot down. You lift it back up. So if you want to, we can go harder, and we will bring both legs down. So you won't find that you could probably go as far. If you can, fantastic. So this is both of the legs together if you fancy it. Otherwise, carry on doing exactly the same thing. So remember, always in Pilates, if one thing's doing something quite major, the other half does need to stay really still. So for this one, try and keep your trunk of the body as still as possible. So don't let these legs pop anything of you up above off the floor. So we'll do 4 more. Lower. Lift. Gauge it. Don't sort of cheat. Don't show off. You only go so far. You're not going to a point where you think, ooh, actually that hurt. It should be about a 7 out of 10 that you feel those tummy muscles really working. We're going to do 2 more. And go once more. the trunk of the body is still, and then pop your feet back on the floor. So from there, what we're going to do is we're going to take this out a little harder. So we're going to do hands behind the head. So bring your feet hip distance apart. Make sure you've got those feet back to neutral again. And we're just going to practice the curl ups first because we're going to build on each curl up. So nice deep breath in to start. As you breathe out, you're going to curl your head, neck and shoulders away from the floor without moving your hips. And then rest the head back down again. Same again, deep breath. As you breathe out, tuck your head, lift the head, neck and chest, and roll back down. Again, if you want to, put one of these cans around the hip area or the pubic bone. If you move the pubic bone, you're going to get bogged with the can basically. So keep your hips really still. And then slowly down. 3 more, deep breath. Keep your hips still. Breathing out. And breathe out, going down, deep breath. Breathe out. Breathe out. Once more, deep breath. Breathe out. And down. So keeping this nice and still, you're going to pick up both your legs. You're going to bring up one leg. So from here, you want to make sure that you still are in this neutral spine. Your leg is able to come here, and we're going to curl up. Once we're here, we're going to then bring the second leg up. And we're going to do some toe taps, okay? So you're going to hold your curl up and do 4 on each leg. You're going to go nice and slow, and return. Take the other leg away, out. Return. Out. Return. Out. Return, keep your curl up if you can. Put your head down if it's too much. Let's do 1 more on each side, your can of beans or whatever's there. Staying steady. Head goes down first, and then both your feet can go back down. That's very hard, so well done if you kept your head up for all 4. So the reason for the can staying there, you made sure that your legs only went so far, but you also kept your curl up because you had to keep your head up rather than just doing the cheat, which is a big flat back and everything scrunching up in the centre. Okay, moving on from there. Okay, perfect. We're going to pop the ball. I think we did this last week or the week before. Oh, there's all the flour on my trousers now. We're going to come and just pop the ball underneath the ribs. So I'll show you it from this direction, then we'll change. So what I want you to do is to be able to have the upper arm supporting the top of you. So if you've got quite a long body, this can be quite tricky because it ends up that your head will want to just lean all the way back. So if it's too uncomfortable, you need to either move your ball a bit higher so you've got more support here, or if you need a little bit more support lower down, and it might bring you a little bit higher so that your arms don't feel that they can't keep you up the whole time, then just find a place where it feels comfortable for you. So for me, it's kind of around just at the very top of my rib cage. So I think I've got a long body but short arms, so I'm sort of okay for this one. So what I want you to do is I want you to bring your feet and knees together. We're going to do hip rolls here. So rather than with our head on the floor, sometimes we still cheat because we can move so far. We've got obviously the ability to let the legs go over and beyond where they should be able to go. So being up, you have more of a sort of chance of falling over. So if you find that your arms just really can't hold you up, then lie flat. Lie flat is absolutely fine. So it's exactly the same exercise, but with yourself completely on the floor. You're going to squeeze your knees and feet together. And we're going to roll the feet, the hips, the knees, only so far. Your chest and your shoulders stay facing towards whatever's in front of you continuously. And then you're going to come back nice and slow. Then we're going to go to the other side. So feet stay together, knees stay together. Keep looking forwards. It will help keep you, everything above in a nice straight line. And and then coming back. And if you are doing it correct, you will feel some nice stretches. You might feel one in your lower back. I felt one around the top of my rib just here, and I know that's just from holding a baby. And it needs a stretch, and this is a perfect exercise to stretch that side of the body that you can't generally sort of stretch out if you would wanted to do a static stretch, but this is a really good one. Just keep the chest really still, the legs go over, keep looking forwards so you don't move your arms, you're not moving your chest or your head, and make sure those feet are absolutely stuck together, so one foot will come off the floor and then into the middle. Deep breath, breathing out, over you go. Remember that rib is really pulling in the opposite direction, so you don't feel like you're arching your back even though you're on this ball. You shouldn't feel like you need to go into extension any further. And we're going to go once more each side, and we're going to try, if we can, and make it a little bit harder by bringing the legs into a double knee fold and then coming back. Let's go to the last one. And then coming back, and then bring the knees up. Optional, keep your feet on the floor. If you immediately feel like you are not able to do it, then put your feet down. So legs are up if you can. I'm going to do 4 on each side, so really control it. The legs up, it does feel a lot heavier. It does mean this arm is going to feel a lot lighter quicker, so make sure you stay very heavy on both arms continuously. We'll go to the other side. Big tummy exercise, this one. Really slow, don't panic and then suddenly swing back into the centre too quickly. And again. And we'll go once more each side. Last one. And then pop your feet on the floor and then take the ball out and then come and gently sit yourself up. So next thing we're going to do, so I don't know if I've done this with you without, but I'm pretty sure that you're all perfectly capable of doing it at home as long as you have got enough space around you pretty much. So we're going to do rolling like a ball. So we're going to do rolling like a ball and seal, which is basically, so this is just a harder version of it basically. So whichever one you want to do, I'm going to show you both, and I will do, ideally we're going to try and do 6, and then we're going to try and do 3 seals afterwards, otherwise you'll just continue doing 3 rolling like a ball if you can't kind of get the balance. So to start with, make sure that you've got enough room. So I might shuffle down a bit. So to start with, you're just going to bring your feet close to you. You're going to just pop the hands either behind your legs, or if you want to, you can grab the back, sort of the front of your shins. It's whatever makes you feel as tight as possible. So from here, I'm just going to hold the front of my shins, and I'm just going to lift my feet and just lift them gently off the floor. I'm going to tuck my chin, and I'm balancing on the back of my coccyx. So from here, throwing yourself back is not what you want to do. You want to let gravity take you there and bring you back up. I'm going to show you 1, then we're going to do 6. So this is what it should look like. So you're going to roll back, and then you're going to come back up without the feet touching the floor. So, nice deep breath in. Trust yourself. Stay tight if you can. Keep your tucked chin continuously there. Nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, and back you come. That was amazing. I had the biggest spine click all the way up. Hopefully you did as well. So again, let's go again. Number 2. And without touching the floor, again, tuck your chin, balancing on the back of the coccyx, rolling back. Oh, excuse, that was a harder one. That. 3 more. Tuck your chin, keep holding the legs, don't throw yourself back, just let gravity take you there and bring you back. 2 more. Just fall. And back again. Final 1. Again, just let yourself fall. And then bring yourself back. and then bring yourself back to sitting tall. So your spine should feel just nice and warm. I had a lovely clicking going on, which is perfect. It's just anything that you've done throughout the week. So mine's probably lifting up my son or picking up shopping bags. It is that easy to move a spine, a vertebrae just out of line. So doing this exercise just literally straightens you up. So we're going to do seal. So seal is a little bit more trickier. You've got your legs out to the side. So if I show you from the front how you're going to hold your legs. So if you bring your feet into soles touching, your hands are going to go through the inside of your legs. So you're going to go through the inside and you're going to wrap your hands around the outside of your ankles. So your hands are in, so you've got the inside of your legs, put your hands through the gap and then grab hold of the outside of your ankles. You're not over the top, you're underneath. So on the side, what you should see is just the top of my arm. You shouldn't be able to see all of my arm, just the top of my arm, and then the back of my hands. So holding nice and tight. It's exactly the same exercise, but your legs make it a little bit harder because the weight distributed everywhere. You're not as tightly knit. So you're still doing the same thing. You're still balancing on the back of your coccyx. Your feet stay together. You hold on nice and tightly. You roll back and you come up. And you just try and keep the feet together and your knees keep out. Again, you roll back. As you come back up, avoid touching the floor. We'll do 2 more, just in case the first one was a bit of a pickle. So again, tuck your chin, roll back. And then again, as you come back up, sit nice and tall. Keep holding tightly up those legs. Last one. And then again, sit tall. And then let go of your legs. So hopefully your spine should feel just actually quite stretched out. I feel much better after doing that. So I've had lots of aches and pains from coming back from holiday, which you should have less going on holiday, that's for sure. Okay, so perfect. So what we're going to do next, okay, perfect. So we're going to go onto our back again. Just going to work on the glutes just for a moment because it's always good to do some glute work. So lying down, I'm just going to pop the head on the cushion. Just to get the bum working first, I'm going to put the ball between the knees. So your feet directly below. So when you're ready, you're just going to start by flattening the lower back, squeezing that bottom straight away as it comes off the floor. Push the knees forwards. Once you're there, bottom's working, you then gently return. Let's go again. So tuck, flatten the lower back. Bottom is on straight away. Push those knees forwards. Slowly coming down. And then again, you're going to come back up. Push those knees forwards. Keep them up. And then slowly going back down. Last one, lifting up. Push the knees forwards. And then slowly coming back down. And we're going to add in the arms. We're going to grab the weights again. We're going to do the circle. So you'll feel more of a stretch around here, hopefully, with the arms having the weights. So again, you're going to lift yourself up with the body first. Push those knees forwards. And when you're here, lift your arms up. Take your arms only in just in front of the nose. And then you're going to circle the arms to the side. And then slowly coming down. Ooh, banging the arm on the thing. Down. And the hands and the bottom meet at the end. So again, lifting up the body on its own first. Push the knees forwards. Lift the arms up. Back. Take the arms to the side. So really concentrate on making sure that the arms are going the same pace as the body. And then pop the feet down. And again, lift the bottom up. Pushing the knees forwards when you're there. Lift the arms up. And back. Circle out. All the way around. And then back down. So losing the weights. Grabbing the band. We'll keep the ball in between actually just for the time being. So we've done this recently actually. So if you've got a really long band like I have, double it up. And you're going to just bring the hands really tight and secure your hands. Imagine I've put 2 tent pegs through the middle of your hands right now. They do not budge, they stay there and they stay still. So you've got some resistance now because you're going to push the hips into the band. So you're going to do the same thing, you're going to lift up, and you should have to use your bottom muscles ever so much, a little bit more I suppose, lifting up. And then slowly coming back. That's a little bit of a hand workout as well because you've really got to keep your hands on the floor. So again, lifting up. Start to push your hips into that band. And then gently coming back down. And again, let's lift up. Some of you might feel that it's quite tight across the front of your knee. It's absolutely fine. It's really common. And then again, let's lift up. So keeping those hips really lifted, squeezing those glutes. Push to the band. Down we go. And again, lifting up. Push it up in the hips. Push your knees forwards. Lift. Down we go. And then last one. Lifting up. Push those knees forwards. Straight away you feel that resistance in the band. And then slowly coming back down again. Take the band out. And then grab, take the ball out I should say. We're going to do a little bit of stretching for behind the backs of the legs. So we did this recently. It's a really, really good stretch. So you're going to take the band under one of the feet. Lengthen that up to the sky. Lengthen the other leg along the floor. And then if you just pull the leg towards you so that you feel the back of your thigh in the back of the knee. Everyone feels it slightly differently. Some people only feel it in their bottom. And just again, lengthen the leg if you can so that you get more of a stretch all the way from the tip of the heel all the way to the back of the bottom. And then we're going to take it over the other leg. So you want to keep your chest and body still. So your leg won't touch the floor unless you're incredibly bendy. So just keep the torso facing up. And then we're going to go the other way and we're going to let the leg go out. I can't go any further because my bench is in the way. Again, body is completely still. And then bring the leg back up again. And we're going to switch. So pop the other foot in. Lengthen the leg down. So lengthen the leg as much as you can. And then give it a bit of a pull towards you as much as you possibly can. And then let's go across the body. So you want to go only as far as you can keep the chest really, really still. And then take the leg out, over to the other side again. Keep the torso still. Keep pulling on that band, or not pulling on the band if you've got enough stretch already by just having the leg in there. And then coming back, and then pop the band just to one side. And then we're going to come gently up and sit. And we're going to come onto our fronts. So we're just going to do 2 exercises on the tummy just to open up the front of us. So coming down onto your tummy, we're going to go and do a cobra, and then we're going to do a little bit of a shoulder stretch. So we're going to do a diamond press as well. So forehead on the floor, legs out wide firstly, turn out the legs as well if you can. And then you've got your hands in line with your shoulders, your elbows in line with your ribs. So you've got this W shape with your hands. So your head's the middle of that W, and then the hands are the outside. So your elbows are in, and your hands are always further out than your elbows. So you're going to lift your head and neck, and you're going to open up your chest. Once you're there, you're going to push the floor away and open up And you'll feel this definitely if you've not done it in a while. I can feel it all the way across my stomach. And as you come down, your elbows soften first, tummy and elbows, chest, forehead. And again, lift your head up. Chest is nice and open, then push the hands into the floor. And down. Elbows, chest. And again, let's do 3 more. Up, open. And push that floor away. Such a nice stretch in those tummy muscles. Down you come. Elbows and tummy. And again, 2 more. Up, open, push the floor away. And down. Nice and slow. Last one. Push the floor away. And relax, come back down. And head down. And then from here, you're going to bring your legs just to parallel. Just pop the cushion out of the way. And then making a diamond with your forefinger and your thumb. Elbows will go out wide. And you're going to put your forehead in the middle of your diamond, okay? So you've got your elbows out wide, everything else is relaxed. You're going to roll your nose into the diamond first. And you're going to lift just your head and neck off the floor. That's it, not your chest. Stare down at your mat the whole time. You're going to pick up your right arm and bring it to your forehead. You're going to pick up your left arm and bring it to your forehead. You're going to reach, touch your thigh. Reach the other arm round, touch the thigh. Bring the arm back to your forehead. Bring the other arm back to your forehead and relax. And again, look into the diamond. Lift your head away from the mat. Keep your chest still. Lift your first arm, second arm. Reach the arm. Reach the arm. Bring it back. Bring it back. Relax. 2 more. Lift your head and neck. Lift your arm and the other arm. Reach. Reach. First arm back. Second arm back. Relax. Last one. Lift the head and neck up. Arm and the other arm. Reach. Reach. It's really subtle, this exercise. You don't need to overextend your body at all. And then relax. And then from there, push straight back into your shell stretch. Open up your knees if you would like to have more of a hip stretch. Drop down, reach your arms forwards and let your head relax and hold the stretch. Nice deep breaths. It's going to really open up your rib cage, so big stretch there. Slowly, without head rush, up to sitting, coming up and standing. So from here, just come back, making sure that you've got your feet hip distance apart. So we're going to bring the knees to being soft and let's roll the head. So let's feel heavy in the arms, shoulders, down we go, nice and slowly all the way towards the floor. Don't worry if you can't get to the floor, that's fine. Just hang there for a moment. Slowly, let's roll back up. So push that tail to the floor. Then drive those hips forwards. All the way up. Shoulders roll back. And then we're done. So thank you very much. And I will see you, I'm going to do the next one on Friday because I'm doing double this week because we didn't do it last week. So have a fantastic week. I'll see you on Friday. Bye.